an opportunity. I'm sure he will begin his southward advance.
Should he take Qing province, his conquest of the realm will become virtually unstoppable. For Wu to survive in the face of such a threat, we must strengthen our kingdom until we have the power to rival him, and that will require more territory.
I am sure there is. But expanding our borders is probably the easiest path.
One can strategize endlessly, but the fact remains that a small territory simply cannot host a massive army.
But first, there is something we must do in preparation. A task you two would be well suited for. I want you to act as messengers to send our condolences and meet with Liu Biao's successor, Liu Song. While there, find Liu Bei, who is said to be staying with him, and subtly ask him to join our side.
There is, however, a possibility that Cao Cao has already made a move. He did consider Liu Bei a threat, after all.
You're a longtime acquaintance of Liu Bei and his men, are you not? So let me ask you this. What kind of man is Liu Bei, in your eyes?
I see. Then when Liu Bei fulfills that potential, we may be facing two great enemies, instead of just Cao Cao. In that case, we should make sure to win him over somehow.
Whatever the case may be, bringing Liu Bei to our side will be a necessity in countering Cao Cao. Good luck, you two. The fate of the House of Sun depends on you.
We'll get to see Lord Sun Sao again, right, Mom? Yes, I'm sure, honey.
I do not care who rules this place. This is my home.
Hard to stay motivated as tired as we are.
Have you heard? They say there's a dragon living up in the mountains of Jing
Liu Bei
Province.
and his sworn brothers don't go out there dying for nothing.
Have you heard? They say Cao Cao invaded Xingye with a huge army.
Xingye? Isn't that where Lord Liu Bei is?
It was. But apparently he fled and headed to Shanyang to ask Lord Liu Song for help. Then, Lord Liu Song went and surrendered right away, instead of trying to shelter Lord Liu Bei. He probably didn't want him around because he was so well liked by Lord Liu Biao.
So, do you know if Lord Liu Bei is safe?
These are just rumors, but I hear he left and took the people of Shangyang with him to seek help from Lord Liu Qi in Qiansha.
You mean everyone in Xiangyang? That's incredible!
Lord Liu Bei was extremely popular with the people there. I guess they all wanted to go with him.
It appears things are rather tense. Cao Cao is moving much faster than we thought. Let's see if we can head to Jiangxia, and let us hope Liu Bei is still safe. I did not expect Cao Cao to make his move this quickly. But I am glad you are safe, Lord Liu Bei. Though I must say I was surprised that you've brought your people with you.
We would not have made it here if not for the remarkable efforts made by everyone. And by Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhao Yun, and Zhuge Liang in particular.
We are thankful to them as well. For it would have been a grievous blow to lose you.
Ah, and what might you mean by that? Compared to someone like Lord Sun Quan, who controls all of Jiangdong, I am but a minor leader without power or land.
Without power and land, perhaps. But you are also one of the few lords who garner a lot of attention. We believe that if we can join forces with you, we may even be able to counter Cao Cao. As we speak, he is seeking to take Jing Province, a critical territory. If his invasion is successful, both your forces and ours will soon be overrun. To put it simply, we believe our interests align. Lord Sun Quan has control over Qiangdong proper, and has even expanded Wu's reach by taking in the Shan Yue and minor lords. If you wish to take on Cao Cao, it may be worthwhile for you to ally with us.
We are very grateful for the offer. We have been searching for allies as well, so we would be...
Lord Liu Bei, may I interject? Lord Lu Su's offer is truly a gracious one. However, I have a hard time believing that there is a consensus on this matter within Wu. Joining up with a small group like ours to fight against the mighty army of Cao Cao? That seems like mere bravado at best.
It pains me to admit it, but you're right. When we heard that Liu Song had surrendered to Cao Cao, we left for Jiangxia right away. Our orders in coming here were indeed to secure an alliance with Lord Liu Bei. But I cannot claim that our side has reached a consensus on the matter.
Then, it is only fair to obtain the agreement of those in Wu. For an alliance without mutual understanding will only bring division. Lord Liu Bei, I would like your permission to act as a messenger to Wu. I will convince the officers there and make this agreement a reality.
Here you are.
being able to fight alongside famous officers in general.
Do you think this deployment is daring?
We've been called for a meeting. It seems a message from Cao Cao arrived just before we returned. Oh, no. I don't think allying with us would benefit them much at this point. It called for our surrender, though the language was a little less direct. Perhaps we should have expected this, but those in Wu have split right down the middle, just as Zhuge Liang predicted. There are those who claim that victory is impossible against Cao Cao, and that we should surrender before any unnecessary bloodshed. And then, there are those who say we should ally with Liu Bei, and resist Cao Cao with everything we have. If there is anyone capable of uniting the two factions together, I can think of no one more fit for the task than Lord Zhou Yu. But, unfortunately, he is away at the moment. He is likely busy taking measures of his own to make sure we are prepared for the coming danger. Ultimately, the only way we can protect both our domain and our people is to rise up and rival Cao Cao for control of the realm. I've spoken of this plan before, haven't I? It isn't some impossible dream. I truly believe it can be done. Which is why I want nothing more than to convince every person of consequence in Wu to resist the urge to surrender. But for now, I'm off to meet with Zhuge Liang. You should make your way over to the war room to wait for our arrival.
I think we can all agree that fighting Cao Cao is extremely reckless. How can we possibly hope to win against such numbers? Territory should not take priority over the safety of the people of Wu. Is it not said that needless bloodshed is the mark of a foolish leader?
I never thought I would witness the likes of Lord Zheng Jiao, suggesting we kneel to a tyrant who manipulates the Emperor and exploits all in his path. The Yellow Turbans of Qing, the Heishen bandits. They gave in to Cao Cao and have achieved distinction under his command. But in reality, their lives have been robbed of all meaning, and they now exist as nothing more than toothless beasts at the mercy of the lash. Tyranny is all that lies at the end of the path to Cao Cao's feet. Once you become a slave to his power, it becomes impossible to break free. Do you really think we should abandon our pride and forsake our future just to avoid making the sacrifice necessary to protect them?
We do not find giving up on our land and our people to Cao Cao any more tolerable than you do. But if this is what it takes for our people's lives to be spared, then is it not the best decision we can make?
He's right. There is no reason for us to sacrifice ourselves for pride. We will eventually win back everything taken from us.
With all due respect, I am honestly a little disappointed in what I'm witnessing here. The Sun clan, renowned for its brave warriors, has such cowards for officers.
How dare you?
Lord Liu Bei has no land to call home, and what soldiers and retainers he does have are far fewer in number than those of Wu. In spite of all that, he has sworn to never bend the knee to Cao Cao, and has even sent me to Wu to negotiate an alliance. He does so to save the people of Jing, who regard him with love and respect. And when I arrive here, all I see is Wu, for all its advantages, cowering beneath the shadow of Cao Cao, considering no option but surrender. No matter how many talented officers you assemble, or how well you govern your people, that cowardice makes all of Wu far weaker than Liu Bei alone.
All Liu Bei does is flee from battle to battle. He fled from Ji, he fled from Yo, and from Shu as well. He certainly has more courage than most, but only the foolhardy charge into battle without the strength to prevail.
So, tell us, Lord Zhuge Liang, are we to assume that you have discovered a way to defeat such a massive force?
Yes. I came here knowing that if we fight alongside Wu in this battle, there is a way for us to win. But if the mere thought of having to face a powerful enemy has robbed you of the will to fight, I'll just have to come up with a new plan. Lord Sun Quan, I highly suggest you carefully consider your circumstances and your ability to lead.
Now look here.
I understand the doubts of Zheng Zhao and the others very well. Lu Su and Lord Zhuge Liang have also made a strong case. We will end the discussion here for the time being. I need some time to gather my thoughts on what has been said. This is terrible. I'm a complete failure.
What do you mean by that?
My father laid the foundations, and my brother built Wu into the kingdom it is today. And yet I can't even muster up the courage to defend it. The shame that I feel is overwhelming. I know full well that we must fight. Yet, I can't help but realize how little chance we have of winning. War is crucial to the survival of the kingdom. But we should not fight battles we cannot win. This is a basic principle of warfare.
That is true. Lord Zheng Zhao was not by any means mistaken in his reasoning. If both sides are correct in their own way, then all that is left is for you to make your choice.
Surrender and be trampled upon, or fight and face certain defeat. I don't exactly have the best options to choose from.
Where did you get the idea that those were the only two paths? I think you should choose the third path. That is to say, you should bravely take the field, win the battle, and protect all that you hold dear. Is this not also what you had in mind, Lord Zhou Yu?
Zhou Yu, you have returned.
Yes, I've only just arrived. I'm a bit later than I had planned. But Lord Zhang Zhao and the others sure were grumbling up a storm. Zhuge Liang must have really caused a commotion at the meeting.
Perhaps his words were a little too bitter for them to stomach.
He must have thought that such an approach would be the only thing that could bring Wu to its senses. But Zhuge Liang's words were not meant to merely aggravate or inspire. I think he may actually believe that we can win. He plans to lead Liu Bei to victory, even if it means wringing every last bit of strength out of Wu. He would not have voiced his discontent so strongly without firm conviction. They are fully committed to this fight. We must make use of that. My lord, I speak to you now as a loyal retainer of the House of Sun. I have prepared a secret strategy that will ensure Cao Cao's defeat, but this plan cannot work unless we are able to use Liu Bei's forces. With my plan and the brave warriors in our ranks, we can protect the lives of our people, the domain of Wu, and everything we hold dear.
But this matter has divided us into two separate factions. What can I possibly do to convince everyone to unite as one? Even the soundest strategy is meaningless without the will to fight.
I will explain to them that there is a path to victory, and then I will urge them to reconsider. And if that isn't enough to inspire them to take action, well, we'll just have to appeal to their hearts instead of their minds.
Now even Lord Zhou Yu is insisting that we risk our lives in defiance. And just how do you plan on defeating an army of that size?
The size of Cao Cao's army certainly makes it a force to be reckoned with. But numbers can be deceiving. We must first compare the strengths and weaknesses of both sides. Our disadvantage lies primarily in our inferior numbers. But what do we have that we could use to our advantage?
The enemy is far from home, and they are also poorly trained. Most importantly, long boat journeys tend to bring sickness and fatigue.
Precisely so. And that's why we will fight them on the banks of Jing. No matter how imposing a force may be on land, on water, they become a mere jumble of poorly trained soldiers.
You have a point. Well, even a huge army makes for easy prey if its movements are sluggish.
As they will be slow to maneuver, all we need is a strategy to wipe them out before they have time to escape. What we will do is burn their entire fleet to ashes.
So we're to rely on nothing but unconventional tactics and sheer luck? Even if your fire attack were to succeed, how do you know we can win?
War is of course unpredictable, and I do not claim to have the ability to know the outcome of a battle before it is fought. But to consider no outcome but defeat before even taking the field, how is that any different than losing the battle before it even begins? Now, allow me to ask you all in plain words. Which path will you choose? Will you abandon the kingdom of Wu to live carefree lives without ambition? It is true that taking such a path may prolong your lives. You may even live long enough to reclaim your land and pride. But we would not be the ones to fight and die for the cause. That task would fall to none but our own children. Lord Sun Jian, Sun Ce, and all our forefathers. What would they think? Could you justify that choice to them? If you have even one small shred of pride left as retainers of the Sun clan, as the people of Wu, you will rise up, draw your weapons, and fight with all of your strength!
He's right! We must be the ones to protect Wu, no matter how powerful the enemy may be.
You can count me in. I'll honor my ancestors by fighting to the very end, so that my father and Ce can look down on me with pride.
Those who wish to surrender should do so. That is, if there are any among us that don't mind licking the boots of our enemies.
So we have no option but to fight. However...
This discussion is now over. This is a fight for our lives. A fight for all of the people of Wu, past, present, and future. We must defeat Cao Cao's forces once and for all!
No, I am content with this decision. I was just collecting my thoughts, that's all. Where will this path lead the kingdom of U.
Everyone says that damn Cao Cao is going to rule this land. How dull.
I have such admiration for this kingdom. I'm sure in most kingdoms the leader gives orders from on high and everyone must obey. But not here. In U, no one is forced to serve blindly. We debate the merits of each choice and decide together. It does indeed. I doubt that last meeting would have gone nearly as well as it did without Zhou and the others. But it is rare to see him speak with such passion. Although, I'm sure he was somewhat exaggerating his emotions to inspire everyone. If you really think about it, the best way to get a group of people with different ideals to work together may be to win their hearts. If my father and brother were still alive to see how much U and I have changed, I wonder what they would say. Once gone, the dead can never come back to life. Yet, I can't help but wish I had the chance to show them. All that aside, it would be truly pathetic if we were to lose this war, given everything that's happened. I'm counting on you. We will use the unique strength of each of our soldiers to the fullest to achieve victory. That is the way of U.
Lord Pongtong, I know you're in there. Today's the day you're going to hear what I have to say.
Good grief! How's a man to relax with lords of the land barging in uninvited? I am a humble man of little consequence. It doesn't matter how many times you come here. Your problems are none of my concern.
Yes, I know what kind of man you are. But I have a reason for being so persistent in soliciting you to join our side. Lord Pongtong, your help will be essential to bringing U closer to victory. U's victory will ensure the safety of the people of Jiangdong, which will in turn make it possible to protect the people of Jing.
Is this your attempt to convince me? Sorry to disappoint, but that won't work on me. All life is precious, but it's not my battle to fight.
I see. Then you have forced my hand. I shall have to rely on my last resort.
Last resort? Well, I'll be damned. So they've got you doing their dirty work for them, have they?
I understand you are good friends with Lord Pongtong. Please put in a good word for us with him.
I almost feel guilty for causing you to be dragged out here. Oh, if it were anyone but you. I don't think I could ever bring myself to refuse if it meant damaging your reputation. Oo's leaders are a sinister bunch, aren't they? Fine, I'll help, but just this once.
Lord Pang Tong!
But don't expect me to swear fealty or anything like that. I'm going to do things my way, no matter what.
The honorable warrior is still with us. I couldn't ask for a better officer.
The Young Sea's been busy these days, with even more military ships.
Sorry to bring you here so late. In the coming battle against Cao Cao, I will need you to play a central role. There is a crucial factor which must go in our favor. I want you to ensure that it does. We were afraid to say it in front of the others, but executing this strategy will be about as difficult as threading a needle on horseback.
Cao Cao is not an enemy that can be defeated without a great deal of luck. Or perhaps even a miracle.
We intend to overwhelm Cao Cao's massive army with fire. But simply starting the fires won't be enough for the plan to work.
At this time of year, the winds of the Yangtze River Basin blow from the west and the north. Cao Cao's forces are attacking from the north, so their ranks extend in the same direction. The wind will blow out our fires before they can spread.
Of course, Cao Cao is well aware of this, and likely plans to position himself to our north. But the peasantry of Jing have informed us that there is a place where the wind blows from the south for a short period at this time of year.
Chibi. They say there are times at night when a southerly wind blows down the cliffs on the southern coast.
We want to take advantage of that brief gust of wind. We'll only get one chance, so we must not waste it. You have a technique for predicting the wind, do you not?
To give this plan any chance of success, we are going to need that technique of yours. We are currently making the necessary preparations. You don't need to worry about that.
please just focus your energy on predicting the winds. We have you with us now. Your presence here may just be yet another gift from fate. Our fate will be decided at Chibi. We will defeat them if all goes according to plan, but everything depends on us engaging them at that precise location. So in this battle, we will repel the enemy vanguard and lead their main formation to Chibi. I want you all to act as if the final battle has already begun. Proceed with all due caution. Now the battle begins.
Wu has overcome every crisis.
Chibi. If everything goes according to Zhou Yu's plan, we might be able to win. But this is Cao Cao we're going up against here. I suspect he will bring even more troops than we expect. And I'm sure he'll have defectors from Jing advising him as well. We'll be in for a brutal battle if we underestimate them.
You're right. But I can promise you that we will do everything in our power to prevent that from happening. It's good to see you again so soon. Lord Lingtong, I believe this is my first time meeting you. Think nothing of it. It is we who should be thanking you. You've given us a chance to show the realm what we can do.
By the way, I saw your troops training, and I am very impressed. Wu is renowned for his navy, but I've never before witnessed such skill.
We've lived our whole lives by the Yangtze River. I don't think there's any force that can match our skill in naval combat.
Is that so? Well, skill is one thing, but wouldn't you say you're a little short on soldiers?
You mean you didn't know that before coming? That's really not something to be complaining about just before a battle.
Forgive him, Lord Lingtong. He did not mean to imply that we do not believe in your army's ability to win. We have faced Lord Cao Cao many times. We are keenly aware how difficult his forces can be to defeat, even under the best of circumstances.
There's nothing to worry about. Numbers aren't everything in battle. Haven't you been fighting long enough to know that? I would have thought it's obvious. Well, just you watch. We'll prove it, once and for all.
You only just joined our side. Don't act like you know everything.
I fought in a lot more battles than you, so I'll say whatever I think needs to be said.
Oh?
What? You got a problem with that?
Wu has such reliable and brave officers in its ranks. This has been true since the days of Lord Sun Jian, but now even more so. I am sure this is all the result of Lord Sun Ce and Lord Sun Quan doing their best to follow in their father's footsteps. You found a great lord to serve. As a friend, I couldn't be happier for you. Well, sorry for interrupting your discussion. We'll be on our way now.
Then make sure you tell them as much.
Yes, sir.
I didn't expect to see you here. Did you need something from me? could say that. While all of you are preparing for the fight at Chibi, I have to take care of the Shan Yue. But forget about me. It's almost time to head for the battlefield. You'd best get yourself ready before it's too late.
Did you notice anything unusual about Lord Huanggai just now? To tell you the truth, we've been hearing some very disturbing rumors lately. Someone might be leaking our plans to Cao Cao's forces. I do not wish to accuse him of such a thing, but... Let's begin. Now then.
No.
Yes.
Very good.
Aye.
Don't let me down now.
For us to be victorious at Chibi, it is essential that we win here. Proud soldiers of Wu, let us use all of our wit and courage to secure a victory. First, we will demoralize the enemy, repel their attacks, and push them back.
The enemy officer has been defeated. How exciting to be facing the greatest army in the land.
Get ready to charge straight into their ranks!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Try this exercise.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
How did my perfect plan fail?
The enemy offensive has been repelled. Advance with the ships. We will make this battle ours. Have the main army attack from the front to get their attention. Our detachment will circumvent the battlefield to strike from behind.
An opening! Commence the advance!
Our preparations are now complete. Let us set sail!
Hear the bells and tremble! Gan Ning stands before you!
What? Charged in with nothing but a handful of troops! I'll take them down myself!
Do not forget about the Western Front. Use this opportunity to push further!
Begin the advance.
Another frontal attack. They've underestimated the strength of our forces.
Shoot as one! Do not let them get close!
Shield bearers, get ready! We will reach the enemy ships soon enough! We managed to board without much of a problem. Let's cause some chaos to get their attention.
Now we'll get interested. The enemy officer has been defeated.
See it. Take this.
It's not over yet.
So it was true that the soldiers of Wu excel at naval warfare. We will head out to meet them and break their morale.
I see Gan Ning is making an impact. We need to use this momentum to our advantage.
All my might. Believe this.
The enemy officer
is simply charging ahead mindlessly. We needn't pay him any heed.
Is this what Cao
The enemy
Cao's army
officer
is made of?
has been
How
defeated.
disappointing!
Gan Ning. The scoundrel betrayed Wang Yu. Surround and overpower him.
The enemy officer has been defeated. We've gotten their attention.
Detachments to move out! Send the ships out from the east!
I've been waiting for this.
All my
You bastard!
The enemy officer
We'll make sure
has been
they
defeated.
don't notice our advance. Being inconspicuous is our specialty, after all. Begin the advance.
I shall return after reviewing my strategy.
That was pretty damn good. Anyone else would have kicked the bucket.
The battle is more intense than I anticipated. We will continue to fight without complaint.
I feel the tide's turning in our favor. Now's the time to push
The enemy
on.
officer has been defeated.
You bastard!
The enemy officer has been
Anyone
defeated.
else looking for a tussle? All dead!
Our new comrade is eager. Rest assured we're not outshone.
What does he think he's doing, showing off like that? Does he really think we'll allow him to show us up?
Get ready to go ashore. Then we will head north toward the port.
Stop them! Do not let them advance! All of you, follow me!
Now is the time for forward momentum. Come, onward! March forward!
Let's end this.
Good eye.
The enemy
Taking a
officer
turn for the...
has been defeated.
I must think of something quickly.
How graceful you...
For us to be victorious at Chibi, it is essential that we win here. Proud soldiers of Wu, let us use all of our wit and courage to secure a victory. Now, we will demoralize the enemy, repel their attacks, and push them back.
The enemy officer excited in defeating the greatest army in the land.
Men, get ready to charge straight into their ranks.
All my might invested.
The enemy officer
shall return after reviewing my strategy.
Superb! You never fail to impress me with your feats.
You've come to my aid, and I can think of no ally more reassuring.
All my might. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Gotta be quicker.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Perfect plan failed.
The enemy offensive has been repelled. Advance with the ships. We will make this battle ours. Have the main army attack from the front to get their attention. Our detachment will circumvent the battlefield to strike from behind.
Commence the advance.
Hear the bells and tremble! Gunning stands before you!
What? Charged in with nothing but a handful of troops! I'll take them down myself!
Our preparations are now complete. Set sail! Commence the advance! All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer.
Do not forget about the Western Front. Use this opportunity to push further.
Begin the advance.
Let's go. Another frontal attack. Let's go. Underestimate the strength of our forces.
Shoot as one! Do not let them get close!
Take that! Nobody! Bennett, shield barracks! Get ready! Brace yourselves! We will reach the enemy ship! Shoot it up!
Looking rough.
All my might! Take this! We've managed to board without much of a problem. Let's cause some chaos to get their attention. Now,
Too soon. Now it'll get interesting.
take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Not over yet.
So it was true that the soldiers of Wu excel at naval warfare. We will head out to meet them and break their morale.
Is this what Cao Cao's army is made of? How disappointing!
Gan Ning, the scoundrel, betrayed Wang Su. Surround and overpower him!
I see Gan Ning is making impact. We need to use this momentum to our advantage.
He's simply charging ahead mindlessly. We needn't pay him any heed.
Right. We've gotten their attention. Get the detachments to move out. Send the ships out from the east.
Take this!
We'll make sure they don't notice our advance. This is our specialty, after all. Begin the advance. Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You are the keystone of our navy. Your time now. Thus, we humbly ask that you remain safe.
Do not worry. I will take the troops of the Central Plains to demonstrate their prowess as an elite naval force.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
To
needs a fight without complaint.
Turning things around, I see. But don't let up. Stay aggressive.
Get ready to go ashore. We will head north towards a port.
Stop them! Do not let them advance!
My strength is not enough.
Needing to come to my aid.
The enemy officer.
I guess it's an acceptable situation.
Anyone else looking for a tussle? Do this all day!
What does he think he's doing, showing off like that? Does he really think we'll allow him to show us up?
All units, march! Begin the event!
I did not think I'd need to rely on this plan, but I guess you never know.
They're throwing down boulders.
We might be done for now.
There is little to worry about with your presence here. Players are coming to help. It's gonna be a breeze for you.
Accept my fate.
It's not over yet.
Infested. The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Let's go.
This will do it. Opening.
There's no use to anybody dead. Better fall back for now.
Take this. Chief One shall take you on. Here we go. An open field. Set it.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Solid stratagem. I challenge you to battle.
Got you. Take this. Take this.
From this position, we can strike their stronghold from the rear. Launch the ship.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Yeah. I knew you'd come to give me a hand.
An excellent display of the enemy officer. We shall fight again. Been defeated.
A striking execution. My eyes find themselves fixated on you in battle.
Take this. Set it. Take this.
The end is nigh for you, soldiers of Cao Cao.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
What the? Enemies from the north! Oh my God!
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer
That's an
has been
advantage.
defeated.
Let us press on.
Fortune smiles on us! Go! Go! And attack them as one! Forward march!
We cannot leave our allies in peril. We must assist them immediately.
All my might!
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this!
Can't believe the enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. Take this. The enemy officer has been
I
defeated.
can't help but gaze at your feet.
I must say, this was not the outcome I had anticipated. Seems I'll have to do this myself. Go. This ends here. Take
Take this.
all my might.
Let's go. The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
Take this. Let's go.
I will atone for my failings in the battles ahead.
The enemy officer
No need to
has
thank
been
me,
defeated.
for it is my job to oversee you. You are not going to like the outcome of this encounter.
Come! All my might. Face me!
Lose to the likes of you.
The
I
enemy
shall pull
officer
back for now.
has been defeated.
However, we shall meet in battle again. This!
An opening. Take this.
My apologies. I must fall back.
The enemy officer has been
I shall
defeated.
analyze later. Now I must go back.
Let's end this. You're outshining everyone else. Believe this. I must. I had not expected such fierce resistance. We have been well and truly beaten.
Oh, Lord Saimao, I will keep these troops busy.
What? Did he just let Lord Saimao go? It looks like they were talking. Could it be?
We have been victorious in this first battle, but the next will be the decisive one. I am counting on your efforts. Let us head to Chibi, where our fate will be decided!
Well, Zhou Yu's plan were just as expected. Cao Cao's forces could barely move out there. They ended up sinking like rocks.
Don't get too overconfident, or it might be you sinking next time.
As if I never let that happen.
You two spend every free moment arguing with each other.
If you have time to be spouting nonsense, you should use it to prepare for the coming battle.
Yeah, I got it. Huh? By the way, where's Huang Gai?
How am I supposed to know? Lord Handong, do you have any ideas?
Huang Gai? Well, he did allow that enemy officer to get away in the last battle. So maybe he doesn't feel like he has the right to celebrate our victory.
I wouldn't worry about him. Besides, we should be getting back.
From what I have gathered, after fleeing the battlefield, Sai Mao was suspected to be a spy, and was summarily executed by Cao Cao.
I see. Good work. You may leave.
Sir.
I will make this clear. In the last battle, we were in communication with the enemy officer, Sai Mao. We had planned from the beginning to engage the enemy forces, then wait for the right moment to steal him away from the battle.
Did you really? I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary.
It is said that to fool the enemy, you must first fool your allies. The only ones who knew about this plan were me, Lord Sun Quan, and Lord Huang Gai, who we had entrusted with the task of contacting Tsai Mao. So, Lord Huang Gai, how exactly did Cao Cao become aware of Tsai Mao's betrayal? Let me be very clear with you. Lord Huang Gai, I consider you to be the primary suspect in this case.
Wait, Zhou Yu. Why do you believe Huang Gai would do such a thing?
If he has a reason, there is no one who wants to hear it more than me. But I think recent events tell us everything we need to know. Looking back on it now, Lord Huang Gai has acted suspiciously on several occasions recently. He expressed his displeasure with Lord Sun Quan's leadership every chance he had, and treated the Shen Yue the way a king would treat his army. Your heart has strayed from the path of Wu. That is the only conclusion I can draw from all of this, Lord Huang Gai.
Hey, Huang Gai? I always wondered, what was it that Lord Sun Jian had that I did not? If my ancestors had not been driven from their position of power, would I not be the one to rule Jiangdong? And just when I'd had my fill of taking orders from an impotent runt, I discovered a people of my own who treated me with respect I deserve. What's more, Lord Cao Cao has promised to protect my people and grant me dominion over all of the lands of the Shan Yue. What reason could I possibly have to reject such an offer? Tell me, Zhou Yu.
Lord Huanggai, you are no longer the man who brought me back from the brink of despair after Sun Ce's death. I think it is safe for us to assume as much. Someone execute this traitor immediately!
Lord Zhou Yu, please wait. We are on the edge of a great and decisive battle. Executing Lord Huanggai now would have dire consequences.
We may be certain of Huanggai's intent to rebel, but there still is no evidence that he acted on it.
Yeah, so give it some time. For our sake.
Treating such offenses lightly is a crime all its own. However, punishing a man of merit is bound to lower morale among the troops. Give him the lash and lock him away. His fate will be decided after the battle.
I'm sorry for barging in and making myself at home. A broody, hulking man is hardly the kind of surprise guest people want. I have a great many things I'd like to say. I'm sorry. I didn't come here to bore you with my talk, but I just wanted to see you, and so I found myself here. Would you stay with me, without asking any questions, just like you did before? I appreciate it. You have always been a help to me. Now, how about we have a drink, to better enjoy our mutual silence? We'll let the wine take us where it may. If you join me, I promise you, we shall make this night our most memorable yet. Then, whatever the morrow brings, I will be able to face it without regret.
Let's go.
Right, let's go. Follow me into battle.
The enemy is strong.
And open. Let's end this.
I lost. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Taste victory in this moment. Savor it, or you'll see me again.
An even match. You must push harder.
Take this. And open.
Looking rough.
And open.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
After them.
And open. Now. Not even close. Take this! Take this!
Looking rough.
Take this.
Looking rough.
Going out here. Got you.
I'm ending this.
Take this. Take this. All my might. Take this. Take this. Gotta be quicker than that. Take this. Got this. And open. You're not alone yet. All my might. Take this. Count it down.
retreat for now.
Has been defeated.
Rest assured, payback awaits you.
Let's go. All of you, with me.
Take this. Let's end this. Cannot be. Take
the enemy officer has been defeated.
I must retreat for now. Next time, it will be different.
An even match. I must push harder.
A powerful enemy approaches. I must face them.
And open. Now. Take this. Time to end this.
I am lost.
The enemy officer has been
I
defeated.
can fight no longer. I must escape while my body still allows it.
My wisdom shall bring victory to us all.
See it. Take this.
Just me out here.
This will do it.
It's not over yet. Come on.
Relax.
Take this. Got you. Take this. That it. All my might. Let's go.
My strength was not enough. The situation is indeed dire.
Turn this butt.
We shall never give up.
No! An opening.
Rough. Easy.
This will do it. Gotta be quick.
The enemy is strong. Things might get tough.
One-on-one.
And open. Take this. Take this. Take this. Take this. Let's end this.
How could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
At it. At it.
Looking rough.
Hey, do you think that's how Huang Gai really feels? I just can't bring myself to believe it. He has been a great companion to us all since the days of Lord Sun Jian. Somehow I can't see him growing so arrogant and turning traitor just because the Shen Yue showed him a little respect.
I don't want to believe it either. But now that he has to put those intentions into words, no amount of testimony from us could ever prove his innocence.
You're probably right. But I still trust him. We've been together too long for me to give up on him now.
Ah, it's you. I have nothing more to say on the matter. Even to you, I'm afraid. We cannot lose this battle. The survival of Wu is at stake. It's best that we minimize such grief if we can. Ever since we were children, Sun Ce was a dear friend. I followed him around for nearly my entire life. We played together. We fought together. And we swore to build this kingdom together. I thought that standing behind him in support was my purpose. I always believed it would be that way, until the day I died. But now I am here, leading the vanguard of the Sun clan. I must be the one to clear a path forward for my lord. No matter what it takes. No matter how lonely I may become, I am oath-bound to fulfill that duty. But there are times when that oath starts to feel far too heavy to bear. Listen to me whine. I'm sorry. Push this conversation from your mind. Tomorrow, we will join forces with my lord and take our positions at Chibi. The final battle is upon us at last. You should rest early tonight. If you're fully prepared, there will be no room for regret.
The honorable warrior is still with us. I couldn't ask for a better officer.
Do you think this deployment is daring enough to defeat Cao Cao's divisions?
Of course!
Will Wu disappear, or will it carve its name into history? The decisive moment draws near.
Tonight, we finally confront Cao Cao in a battle that will decide our future!
We prepared as best we can. All that's left is for us to believe in each other and fight through to the end.
Hold your heads high! This is a fight we will win!
Cao Cao's forces seem to have responded to their defeat by changing their formation. They have linked their ships together into a solid platform, which will enable them to fight as if they are on land. I suppose such quick decision-making is to be expected from the ruler of the Central Plains.
But this time, those quick wits of his will be the cause of his downfall. Pang Tong's abilities have proven to be very impressive indeed. For one so reluctant to join us, he has greatly exceeded expectations.
Lord Pang Tong was tasked with infiltrating the enemy ranks to offer a proposal to Cao Cao. A plan to prevent his ships from rocking, that is.
A fire attack against a scattered fleet would give the flames no path to spread, rendering it largely ineffective. Having their vessels clustered together and bound by chains will make the fire much more devastating.
In short, Lord Pang Tong's scheme is but the first step in our greater plan to defeat Cao Cao's army.
The chain stratagem, implemented by connecting several plans together in order to topple a powerful foe.
Still, we must keep in mind that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link.
And for that reason, we cannot abide even a single failure. We must all be aware of the consequences of the slightest mistake.
Lord Zhou Yu, I have urgent news. Lord Huang Gai has disappeared from the prison.
What?
The officers we captured in the last battle are also nowhere to be found. We suspect they may have helped him escape.
Damn. So he really has defected to Cao Cao's forces. Lord Zhou Yu, what are your orders?
There is nothing we can do about it now. We have no choice but to accept this state of affairs. But with Lord Huang Gai under the command of Cao Cao, we now have to assume that the enemy knows our secrets, including the plan for this battle.
Lord Zhou Yu, how can you be so calm in the face of all this? If the enemy manages to stop our fire attack...
Yes, that would certainly make our defeat inevitable.
Lord Zhou Yu!
There is no turning back now, Lu Su. The battle has already begun.
Thanks for coming. I wonder how many times I've invited you here like this. I've been wanting to hear your thoughts recently. And this strategy council meeting made a good pretext for that. I have no other reason for asking you to come here today. I just wanted to express my gratitude. Haha. There's no playing the fool. Have you already forgotten about the alliance with Liu Bei's forces? Your fate and mine are intertwined now, and your ties with Liu Bei are what brought this alliance into being. Relying on your expertise was the correct move. Lord Zhou Yu said the same thing, you know. Turning the compliment around, I see. Well, I certainly did my best to push the Alliance forward. Which means I also have a duty here that I cannot shirk. Cao Cao's forces are immense, and as such, we are constantly overwhelmed. Our alliance with Liu Bei's forces just about put us on an equal footing. And yet, I have suggested sending everyone to their deaths so that Wu may remain standing. It's clear that the days to come will be filled with terror. How do you think things will turn out? Indeed. Right now, we just need to focus strictly on our preparations. Sorry for boring you with such talk. I had lost confidence in myself and was dwelling too long on the negatives. But thanks to your words, I can feel truly proud of my decision. There's no doubt we shall realize this dream. We've worked toward everyone, far and wide. We have the talent and skill to make it happen.
Oh, it's you. Everyone has already left. You won't find anyone here. You ought to prepare for the final battle as well. Or perhaps you have some business with me? You're always concerned for me, aren't you? This place seems quite large, with just the two of us here. The next battle shall be a significant one, indeed. We must win, at all costs. There's no going back now. Our lord is resolute, and everyone is in high spirits. I fear I've asked much of you as well. Clearly, I have done all I can. And yet, I find I cannot stop myself from shaking. I see. So my reaction is justified then. I instinctively believed I shouldn't feel so rattled. Laugh away my fears and tell me to savor the occasion. What about you? Does this battle frighten you? How candid of you. Yet, hearing that come from you provides me a measure of calm. This is a good opportunity. There is something I wish to say to you once again. I only overcame the various hardships I encountered thanks to your support from behind the scenes. You were supposed to have left Wu and me on several occasions by now, and yet here you remain. You have my sincere thanks. If we win this battle, Wu will soar to prominence. As such, we will require sturdy wings to maintain our The wind's starting to pick up. In this battle, we will have only a very brief moment of favorable wind that will allow us to set the enemy ships ablaze. As soon as we see signs of the wind changing, we'll mobilize our troops. This means that it falls on you to decide when we head for the front. Has the wind shown any sign of changing? Good. I trust your intuition. The southerly wind of Jing shall carry us to victory. Let's begin. Now then.
Yes.
Oh?
Yes. Do you...
Fine.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Listen up, everyone.
Let's begin. Now,
Yes.
Oh?
Yeah. Do you mind?
It is I, Sun Shang, the Bow Maiden.
Don't let me down now. We've done all that we can. Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle! This battle is ours for the taking!
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Start the advance!
all units, strengthen your guard. Repel the hostile offensive.
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
We can't let them take this position.
I must hold it! We must not let them reach land. Loose arrows at will!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An opening. Take this.
This is bad. Someone doesn't get here fast. We're done for.
An opening.
I should go back while I can.
Everything
Enemy
is going
officer
well so far has been defeated.
I'd say it's just about time to land another blow.
Begin the advance.
Damn. When did they get behind us? This just became a lot more complicated.
We will not let anyone through. Come at us with all you have.
Don't let me down now. We've done all that we can. Now, we must support each other and fight our way through. Show them your mettle! Ha! This battle is ours for the taking!
All of my plans depend on this decisive battle. Each and every one of you must carry out your duties, so that we may claim a crushing victory. First, we shall send ships from our flanks to attack the enemy. When the time is right, we shall cut our way into their base from the front.
Start the advance! All units, strengthen your guard! Repel the hostile offensive!
As long as we hold firm, our chance of victory remains. Hold formation and stay on the defensive.
We can't let them take this position.
I must hold it! I must not let them reach land. Loose arrows at will! Take this!
Everyone else. The enemy officer has been defeated.
And learn your ways.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
An open. Rough. Don't let anyone through. Come up with all you have.
The enemy officer has been
Pull back
defeated.
for now. However, we shall meet in battle again.
Where did I go wrong? Things don't look too good.
Go on. The enemy officer has been defeated.
I'm not going to like the outcome of this encounter.
All my might. Take this. That is. Time to end this.
Failed.
The enemy officer
Have I failed
has been defeated.
I shall analyze later. For now, I must pull back.
Everything is going well so far. I'd say it's just about time to land another blow.
Begin the advance.
Damn. When did they get behind us? This just became a lot more complicated.
This one's for the history books. Take this! Time to end this.
Did it come to this?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Insufficient for a comeback. Those odds are going my way today. Next time.
The enemy officer.
We may not be able to make it through this.
I feel the tides turning in our favor. Now's the time to push on.
I must retreat and rethink my plans.
Got you. Take this.
It's time. I'm heading for the ocean.
All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Now is our chance to press the attack and take victory for ourselves. Advance the fleet. With these ships, who is ours for the taking?
Take this.
His appearance must be the sleeping dragon Jubilian. As long as he lives, he is sure to be a thorn in our side.
March forward.
The enemy officer has been defeated. As expected, you have bared your fangs at me. This is in line with my predictions.
So they've arrived. Still, it's not yet time. We have to endure their assault for now. We must maintain a constant barrage of arrows. Keep the enemy reinforcements at bay to protect our archers.
The enemy is strong. And open things might get tough.
This is it. I wouldn't want to. I pretend my skill against you.
Commence the advance. Annihilate the enemy with our fleet.
All my might.
Situation.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might. Take this.
This is what I call intense.
Fired up.
Show you no mercy. Get out of my sight if you wish to live. Let's the advance.
All my might.
Go on.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This one guy? I can't believe it. You really defected from Ooh.
I lacked the foresight to predict his betrayal. I shall take responsibility for this failure and stop him here.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Got you. Take this.
I will now begin the kill. We must distract the enemy while carrying out the most vital part of the plan. I know this will be hard, but I am counting on you all.
So you've come.
Take this.
Show you. At this point, there's nothing left to say.
Indeed, our blades shall do the talking.
Take this.
Zhuge Liang. He's losing this battle. Start him with your lives.
The enemy officer has been defeated. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must retreat. No, I still can.
This is tough, no matter how you slice it.
So we have a duel, brother. We warned. We shall not hold back.
Bad feeling about this. All my might.
The enemy has breached the altar room. Please eliminate them at once.
Embarrassing, but sometimes you just have to run. All my might.
Take this. We've lost our archers in the east. The enemy's offensive will go on unimpeded now. The enemy officer has been defeated. We are not giving up. Not here. Let's go. We keep going. Take that. And open it. Take this.
As far as I go. I'm afraid I must retreat. Everyone is holding up well. South South's forces still have the edge. Let's enter the tide to soon. My strength.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Don't hold back.
Are you ready to face me?
Shall take you on.
And open.
This is bad. Someone doesn't get their fast foot straight for.
Take this.
This is our plan to
Sorry. To withdraw.
take this.
Got you. Take this.
Our eastern front is being overwhelmed. We should send the rear guard to bolster our defenses there. The enemy officer has been defeated.
So retreat now, so that I may fight again another day.
I want them. An excellent display of
The enemy
skill.
officer
We shall
has
fight
been
again.
defeated.
You are a truly amazing warrior.
Even you're here. Tough fight. We cannot make our move under these circumstances. Let's fall back and attempt to regroup.
So Huang Gai has retreated. Even so, our forces are exhausted. We should fall back and regroup.
Everything is lining up perfectly. Now, all we need is the wind. The rest is up to you.
I'll be your adversary.
In your commander!
I knew you would come.
Looking rough.
All my might. Take this. Let's give it to them. Take this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. With all my might. Take this. Looking rough. Here we go. With all my might. Here we go. Time to attack. An opening. Now,
The enemy officer
there's no virtue in
has
dying
been defeated.
so little. I shall retreat and fight another day.
The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it yet?
An open.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
An open.
This territory is ours.
Let's go. The time is right. Go.
Go on. The enemy officer has been defeated. The wind is already beginning to change. Do you not feel it yet? The enemy officer has been defeated. The winds have already changed. We cannot afford to delay the plan any longer.
I've been waiting for this.
Oh, the signal. Ah, a lovely wind. To truly bury Cao Cao's forces in flames, one must strike them from deep within. Who better than I for the task?
I see. Given that you've been willing to oppose even allies in the name of Wu, everyone would find your defection believable. But doing this will result in much grief for you, Lord Huanggai. Are you still willing?
Truth be told, acting the betrayer is more painful than 1,000 lashings, Zhou Yu. However, it is even worse to fail to protect my people. Lord Cao Cao, this is where you and I part ways. So please accept this grand apology!
You are a true warrior of the Three Kingdoms.
The moment has come. It's spreading!
Time
The enemy officer
change in the wind.
has been defeated.
Liu Bei and Sun Quan must have the heavens on their side.
Things are proceeding well. Keep it up.
The only stands suffer greater losses the longer we stay here. All units, retreat! Post haste!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
You have done well to survive. Now, it's time to give them hell! Shake the world to our will! North march!
Even though it was part of the plan, my comrades attacked us. Now it's finally time to do some damage to Southside.
The ships go up in flames, one after another. This chain linked together propels Twitter proof to be our downfall. It was you who suggested this, was it not, Pantal? I did not know better, I would say.
Yes, indeed. Your presumption is on the mark. My allegiance is with them. Farewell, Shishu. I hope we can meet again. Someday.
The winds really changed to make the fire attack possible. Lord Shugoyan must be some kind of sorcerer.
So, I will come to be known not as a strategist, but as a trickster. I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice of my pride for our cause. Well, my part here is done. I must go now, to plan for the next battle.
We can launch a counterattack once we reach the other side. For now, focus on retreating and minimizing our losses.
I will protect Lord Cao Cao no matter what. Neither flame nor sword will touch him.
So, these chains were part of the enemy's plan. Then, we'll need to remove them quickly.
Yes, I agree. Preventing further sacrifices is my top priority now.
We can just avoid the flames. All is not yet lost. Regroup your unit. This is where we make our stand.
It's burning down all around us. Let's be careful. We don't want to get trapped.
I knew I couldn't.
The enemy officer.
The fire that burns the very heavens is a manifestation of our will. Cao Cao's days are numbered. Now, advance!
In a duel.
Officer.
Choice
has been defeated.
But to retreat. If we don't do something, the flames will consume us all. Victory grows ever further from our reach.
Wind, fire, chains. They all came together to form the perfect plan. There's nothing more I can do here. The enemy is strong,
Let us wait here and observe them.
There's no way we can let Cao Cao escape now. Let's go, brother!
Yes. Let's give chase. This is our chance to realize Liu Bei's ambitions.
Looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. If we are to face them, we must be prepared.
Our fires have backed Cao Cao's army into a corner.
No fear!
This is the final battle. Our wits and bravery will lead us to victory!
This is our chance. Now charge!
Got you! Take this!
Its apex.
The enemy officer.
Nothing can make me
been
prouder
defeated.
or more grateful.
But the enemy is exhausted.
We can win if we fight together.
Tide is in our favor. Take this! Victory will be ours! Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I still need it. That means I must fall back for now.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must try again. Oh my! Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
This fight is yours. Raise your sword for our kingdom, to bring honor to our ancestors!
Advance as one! We will fight together! We will claim victory together!
Going down.
Wind, fire, chains. They all came together to form the perfect plan. There's nothing more I can do here.
There's no way we can let Cao Cao escape now. Let's go, brother!
Yes. Let's give chase. This is our chance to realize Liu Bei's ambitions.
The future of Wu lies just beyond these flames. We will dash through the fire and claim our victory.
These flames have guided us to victory, and we will not waste this chance. Fight with everything you have. Give the enemy no quarter.
It looks like Cao Cao's forces are gathering on the northern coastline. If we are to face them, we must be prepared.
No fear!
Our fires have backed Cao Cao's army into a corner. This is the final battle. Our wits and bravery will lead us to victory!
could have happened to you.
I won't give you time to offer.
No chance to rekindle an old relationship. Turbulent times dictate such things.
I'm not going to pull any punches.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Before the might of the Sunbender.
The enemy is exhausted. Good. We can win if we fight together.
Victory will be ours!
Can't be.
Looking rough. We're going on the offensive. Get ready.
One guy, you really had us deceived. It took some nerve for you to make a fool of me.
Battle isn't over yet. Your turn. It's time for us to finish this.
Can't believe this. Here I go. The enemy officer has been
Our
defeated.
spirit has never been higher. Take this. Victory is ours.
Like they used to!
Time to end this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I must fight against the chains of destiny a little longer.
Here's warriors of Ood. This fight is yours. Raise your sword for our kingdom. To bring honor to our ancestors.
As one, we will fight together. We will bring victory together.
All good, everyone?
This is a ferocious team indeed.
Do this when you're ready.
The enemy officer still needed. Been defeated.
Must fall back for now.
Go.
Take this.
The enemy officer.
I can barely hold my weapon anymore. It's time to call it a day.
With all my might.
Feel my steel!
Take this.
Easy!
We've finally broken their formation. This is our chance to defeat Cao Cao! Take this.
Can't hold them off. This isn't over. As long as we have the strength, the will to fight.
We must not let this battle be the end of us. Fight for your lives. Everything depends on this moment. Take this.
I will not fall here. Not like this. For what is my throne worth if I cannot fight my way out?
apologies, but I must fall back.
An opening!
Right. I am ready. All my might! Take this!
Let's end this.
Should have been easy.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Take this!
I'm counting on
And I'll fall here. For the sake of every soul who has died in my name, I must flee. I must survive at all costs. I must be ready to do whatever it takes.
On this day, we have protected our home and our crops. Victory is ours! Shout it to the heavens!
This victory may appear as a miracle to some, but it is not. We won by trusting each other and fighting with all our wisdom and courage. Stand with your heads held high and sing in praise of your comrades. Be proud of your victory and share your joy with the world!
You two have really outdone yourselves. Victory is ours. We have destroyed Cao Cao's forces. Such modesty. But there may be some truth to that. We were able to win the day by using all our different abilities to their full potential. It truly was a battle fought in the style of Wu.
But I wasn't sure how things would turn out for a while there. Zhou Yu and Huang Gai played their parts so perfectly. The constant complaints, the suspicious behavior, making sure everyone saw them argue. They really had us all fooled, right?
I'm sure it was very convincing, especially considering that I actually meant half of what I said. The same goes for you too, right, Zhou Yu?
Well, for a strategist, situations such as these call for the utmost discretion.
Huang Gai, do you really believe that I am not fit to be a leader? Do you still see me as someone who is too young and unreliable to follow? I know that I will never rise to the level of my father or my brother. And I'm always relying on all of you for help. But
You should not try to pursue the shadows of Lord Sun Jian or Lord Sun Sa. You need only to follow the path of your own choosing. If you ever lose your way, You have us to rely on for guidance. These are the true feelings of your loyal servant, Huang Gai, my lord.
Huang Gai.
But I do have one grievance to air, if I may. We need to do something about your awful habit of constantly putting yourself down. Nobody will follow a leader who doesn't believe in himself.
I think you could stand to learn a little from Sun Tzu in that regard. And I mean, only a little.
Look at you changing your tune, Zhou. You're the one who used to go on and on about Quen's unique strengths. But I too want my brother to make some changes. We need him standing strong as the head of the family.
Not you too. Very well then. I'll do what I can to improve.
I bet Lord Sun Jian and Lord Sun Sa are looking down on us now, with smiles on their faces.
There you are. I've called you here to discuss your reward.
You were such a great help to us at Chibi. It's only right. We need to make sure everyone is properly compensated.
We couldn't quite decide on the perfect reward for you. So, we'd like to know which you would prefer. There are two options we'd like you to consider. The first is a position as a general. We'd like you to support our efforts as an officer of U. Of course, the position will also bring its own benefits to your living situation. But naturally, with any position comes greater responsibilities. You might find yourself unable to travel as freely as you do now. The second choice is to support us from the shadows as an officer with no official title. To be honest, I was hesitant to even call this a reward, but I did my best to think of a way for you to reach your potential. This path won't bring fame or glory, but nothing will hold you down either. And you will never want for a battle to test your strength.
So what will it be? Please, tell us which path you truly desire.
Very well. We will make all the appropriate arrangements.
I'm sure you'll come to play an even larger role than you do now. As our kingdom grows, so will its troubles. But as long as you're with us, we have nothing to fear. Nothing gives me more hope than having you by our side.
Agreed. Please help us to maintain peace in U. We hope to enjoy your protection for many years to come.
How can I ever thank you enough for curing my father of that dreadful disease?
It is I who should be thanking you. Your request allowed me to gain yet another valuable experience as a doctor. And I am always glad to be of service. Please tell him to take care of himself as he recovers.
I will. By the way, Master Yuan Hua, do you plan on leaving town already?
Yes, I do. I've received word that my companion is... waiting for me outside the castle. But I am not really sure where we will be going next. And with that, I bid you farewell. I hope you never need to see me again.
Master Yuan Hua, please, wait!
Didn't I just say I hoped you'd never need to see me again? Is something wrong? Have I left something behind, perhaps?
No, it's just... Would you let me be your apprentice?
My apprentice?
I've already discussed it with my father. You're the only one who made a real effort to treat him when every doctor in town gave up. And you were the one to finally cure him. Watching you do that, it changed me as a man. I told my father, imagine if I could become a doctor like him.
An apprentice? I once would have dismissed the idea as undeserved flattery. But, yes, perhaps it's not such a bad idea. I do need someone to inherit all of the wisdom and knowledge passed down to me after all.
Then you...
I will accept you as my new apprentice. But know now that I have no idea what I will teach you, or how much.
Thank you so much, Master Yuan Hua! Oh, Yuan Hua is your courtesy name, isn't it? I think I should know the true name of someone who's to be my mentor. Would you mind telling it to me?
Oh, I suppose I haven't properly introduced myself. My name is... is Hua Tuo. Please, call me Hua Yuan Hua.
Go, Ziluan. You have found your path. You found comrades to accompany you. And you're certain to reach it. A land of peace,